At White Hart Lane with Simon Brotherton.
The links between today's rival managers go back a long way. David O'Leary played under George Graham at Arsenal, then followed him to Leeds as assistant manager before succeeding him there when Graham returned to London as the manager of Tottenham in October '98. While both men would like to be higher up the Premiership table, both can look forward to Cup quarter-finals. Graham and Spurs in the FA Cup, O'Leary and Leeds in the Champions League after Wednesday night's stirring win in Brussels. Tottenham are unbeaten in their last 9 outings, yet failed to register a single goal in 7 of them. Given their problems at that end of the field, it can only be encouraging to see Stefan Iversen close to a return. He's on the bench after a 4-month absence with a knee injury. George Graham makes just one change to the starting 11 today. 21-year-old Simon Davis replacing the injured Øyvind Leonardsen, having scored his first 2 goals for the club as a substitute in last week's FA Cup win over Stockport. Leeds' recent away form is worth noting. 4 wins and a draw from their last 5 games on the road. David O'Leary makes 2 enforced changes. The captain Lucas Radebe and Alan Smith are both suspended. Lee Bowyer and Robbie Keane come into the side. Keane missed out on Wednesday's European success. He's ineligible after earlier involvement with Inter Milan. Recent encounters between these two have been rather feisty. Last season's 2 Premiership games produced 15 yellow cards, 1 red, an 8-man brawl and a fine of £150,000 for each club. Our referee today, Jeff Winter, will no doubt be hoping for a somewhat quieter afternoon. First throw-in of the afternoon going Tottenham's way. And the foul by Simon Davis. Backer with the free kick. This is Ian Harte. Looking for Bowyer, who made the run. Viduka tussling with Campbell. Well, he did well to get some sort of a shot in there. It was a close call, but it looked as though Campbell may have momentarily gripped Viduka around the shoulder as they ran after the ball. This is a notable day for Tottenham. We're told by the match programme that it's Alan Sugar's last match in charge as chairman. That's Sir Alan bowing out after 10 years at the helm. Rebrov looking for Davis. Ferdinand! Leeds United suddenly left scrambling. Brave play by Davis. Didn't quite come down quickly enough for Ferdinand. Backer. D'accord. Bowyer making a run on the edge of the penalty area. Good opportunity here for Robbie Keane. Fine goalkeeping by Neil Sullivan. Robbie Keane had a clear sight of goal there. Cheeky flick from Viduka. Sullivan did well to get down so low so quickly. Doesn't quite fall for Matteo, who was waiting beyond the far post. And Tottenham Hotspur finding themselves rather camped inside their own penalty area. Les Ferdinand again up ahead of Eirik Bakker there. Hart gets a second opportunity. Oh, and Viduka very close to getting on the end of that. I think he just got a touch. Not enough though to send the ball goalward. Good ball in from Ian Harte. Viduka up well. Now Stephen Clements to Stefan Freund. Away from Bakker, but a little bit loose. D'accord wins himself a free kick. Tenacious player, Stefan Freund. Just catching D'accord. Now Viduka. Nice little back flick to Danny Mills. Terrific save, but it was a good shot from Danny Mills. Mills got a sight of goal, and Sullivan did well. Viduka moving towards the near post, unlike the ball. Now Bowyer. Davis keen to lunge in. Away by Sol Campbell. Now David Batty. Straight into Les Ferdinand. Tottenham having to organise themselves on the edge of their own penalty area here. Harte. But it's predictable that Ian Harte was the man to take the free kick. He so often does. But that was never close to beating Neil Sullivan. This is Ledley King. Now Rebrov. Well, that's the second time today that Rebrov has turned into a ladder. Ferdinand clambering all over the Ukrainian. Not the easiest man to handle, Sergei Rebrov. Sherwood will take the free kick for Tottenham. Aimed at Ferdinand! Nigel Martin's heart was in his mouth for a moment there. Teasing, curling ball into the penalty area. Ferdinand just got his head on the ball. Quarter of an hour to go to half-time. King at the near post. Dakor away. Away by Luke Young. That was a meaty thwack of the ball. Dreadful play by Rio Ferdinand. Great chance here for Les Ferdinand! Sloppy play by Leeds United opens the door for Tottenham Hotspur. Rebrov saw Ferdinand making the run. No offside decision and a well-taken goal. Poor play by Leeds, who'd needlessly conceded possession at the back. And Ferdinand clearly still knows where the back of the net is. Only two players have ever scored more goals than him in the Premiership, Shearer and Cole. And Les Ferdinand celebrates his 8th goal of the season. Ferdinand chested it down well. Balls! Brilliant play. So nearly a goal from nothing there. Ferdinand quick on the turn. Vicious dipping shot. Nigel Martin grasping thin air. This is Sherwood on the near side. Just lost his footing. You can hear them groaning all around the stadium. Bowyer taking on Young. This could be a great opportunity for Robbie Keane. For the second time in the match, Robbie Keane had a clear sight of goal and a clear run towards it, but it was a weak shot. Bowyer could be away here, challenged by Doherty, and it's a penalty. Just into added time at the end of the first half. Doherty not making much contact with Bowyer, but it was enough to send him over. And on that evidence, it looks like a harsh decision. Ian Harte against Neil Sullivan. And it's 1-1. He rarely misses. And that was a decisively taken penalty. Well placed, well hit. And it's Ian Harte's 4th goal in 5 matches. And that is the last action of the opening 45 minutes. Les Ferdinand having put Tottenham ahead with a finely taken goal, well set up by Rebrov, poor play at the back by Rio Ferdinand to concede possession, and then Ian Harte equalising on the stroke of half-time much to the home crowd's annoyance, when a penalty was given for a foul on Lee Bowyer by Gary Doherty. All to play for in the second half. Half-time score, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Leeds United 1. Both teams making a change for the second half. One player for each team. Alton Thelwell is coming on for Tottenham Hotspur in place of Simon Davis. He's a central defender, Alton Thelwell, and Leeds United are bringing on a rather more attack-minded player, Harry Kewell, who still had problems with his Achilles heel and his calf muscle, but Kewell coming on for the second half in place of the Norwegian international Eirik Bakke. In the match at Ellen Road earlier this season, Tottenham lost by the odd goal in 7, and it's not very often you can say that. Leeds United scored 4 goals in the opening 12 minutes of the second half. So stand by, perhaps. Neat play by Viduka to Harry Kewell. That might turn out to be a good cross. Oh, yes! Oh, twice Leeds have been denied! The ball going round the penalty area as though in a pinball machine. Desperately close. This game's really opened up until the flag has gone up on this near side. Doherty can't believe it. Incredible drama in the penalty area. It was a neat flick from Viduka. Kewell had the time to pick him out. Lovely turn by the big Australian. Sullivan did well, acrobatic goalkeeping, and then stopped on the line by Stephen Clements. Tottenham really were hanging on by their fingernails there. Now it's Leeds United's turn to defend as Rebrov surges forward. Worth a shot from Sergei Rebrov. Long way out though, he'd have done well to score from there. Viduka with a sharp little turn. Sullivan improvising well, and Clements falling over, denying Lee Bowyer. Clements' mid-drift saving Tottenham's blushes. The space for Danny Mills. Viduka making the run for him. Thelwell sticking to his task gamely, but coming nowhere near getting hold of the ball. Too much of the ball shown to Clements by Danny Mills. Rio Ferdinand up to the D on the edge of the penalty area. Matteo as well, Danny Mills and David Batty, the only players back near the halfway line. This is Lee Bowyer cutting across Sherwood. Oh, what a cheeky goal! The flag stays down and Leeds are in front. Lee Bowyer's 12th goal of the season. Running away from Sherwood on the edge of the penalty area. The shot going through Viduka's legs. No question of offside. The only question was whether Viduka got a touch. But certainly the way the players celebrated suggests that it's Lee Bowyer's goal. Now it's with Sherwood. And to Ferdinand. This is a terrific move. Oh, it deserved at least a shot on goal. That was good play by Tottenham. Freud. Rebrov. Luke Young! Good challenge by Dominic Matteo to deny him the goal-scoring opportunity. Tottenham pushing hard for an equaliser here in defence of their unbeaten home record. And Luke Young still hasn't managed a goal for Tottenham Hotspur. Oh! Tim Sherwood. Got up well, and the goalkeeper was beaten all ends up. Sherwood looking for Campbell. Campbell certainly looked as though he pulled Viduka over there. No foul given, play going on. Here's Doherty. Rio Ferdinand was there guarding the line. The ball played into the penalty area. Doherty did well, but Rio Ferdinand a comfortable header. Little under 6 minutes remaining. Oh, it didn't fall for Doherty. A chance that slipped away. Freund now will strain every sinew to reach the heart of the penalty area. He has a second opportunity with his feet this time. Ledley King! Ledley King unable to find the direction. Play again there by Ledley King. Not so by his captain, Campbell. Viduka's in space, and the flag stays down. He was definitely onside. It could be 3! Oh, but saved! Fine goalkeeping by the birthday boy, Neil Sullivan. The pass and the run, timed to perfection. Powerful shot, good save. Minute remaining here of added time. Doherty underneath it, that's easy for Nigel Martin. Well, what a week it's been for Leeds United. 4-1 winners over Anderlecht on Wednesday night in the Champions League to reach the last 8 of the competition, and now they've extended their unbeaten run to 7 matches. David O'Leary and George Graham shake hands on a fine performance from Leeds. Tottenham Hotspur have lost their unbeaten home record. They've been beaten here at White Hart Lane in the league for the first time since April last year. It's their first defeat in the year 2001, and it means that Sir Alan Sugar leaves on a losing note. Ian Harte equalised for Leeds United after Les Ferdinand had put Tottenham ahead, and then Lee Bowyer won the match with a strike from the edge of the penalty area on 56 minutes. The final score at White Hart Lane, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Leeds United 2.